This was way tamer than I was anticipating. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but watching the trailer and going into this, I was kind of expecting this movie to be like full on like insane slasher. I figured we were going to get to see this adorable looking sloth just tearing into people, and we don't. Instead, we see like just before or just right after the sloth kills somebody. So we don't actually see the sloth kill anybody, with the exception of a shower scene when he electrocutes a bunch of people. There's blood, of course, but there's also less blood than I thought there would be. This movie kind of takes the cliches of horror, and I feel like it uses it to its advantage. Like, as an example, instead of the doors randomly being locked or the phones just out of nowhere not working, the doors are chained shut and the phones are like all put away into a bowl because it's election night at the sorority. Why they're doing that during election night, I have no idea. It's not explained why they all cannot leave after they vote, but at least they kind of explain it. Well, explain why doors are locked and you can't get to your phone. But at one point, and what's kind of funny is the house mother of the sorority, she's clearly a drunk. And at one point, you got the phone sitting in a bowl. She put them on the floor for some reason. And she knocks over a fucking decanter full of what I assume is vodka because it's a clear liquid. And it just dumps right into the fucking bowl of phones. So we are told right away that the sloth is crazy because it fucking kills an alligator or crocodile. I can never really tell the difference. But then it's captured by a poacher. And Emily, played by Lisa Ambalavanar, I'm sure I'm butchering that last name. She basically kidnaps the animal, and it goes from like, oh, yay, I'm not in a cage, to seeing a picture of Emily with the poacher because she randomly bumped into him in the mall. That's how she knows he had a sloth, and he gets all pissed off and will not take his meds. Yep, the sloth is on medication. It might be anxiety, apparently. Anxiety drives it to kill, I guess. So that's interesting. But in some of the ridiculousness of this movie, it makes it fun. Like the first kill we see from the sloth, or at least the first kill of a human, is a thunderstorm, shocker. And like every time lightning strikes, it gets dark for a moment, then room lights back up, sloth is in a different position in the room. And it's kind of funny. The sloth can also drive a car, which is hysterical. We get like the slow, like sitting in a chair villain turn, where sit in a chair, like slowly turns around to face the person. And it gets knocked out of a window and disappears. So what this movie kind of lacks in what I expected, it makes up for in hilarity. The climax, or final act, it's pretty ridiculous. But it's so laughable you cannot help but love it. I don't want to really spoil anything if you do want to watch it, but it's just ridiculous. But I loved it. And also at one point, somebody actually says, well, someone wants to go back into the house to save one more person, and one of the other people goes, but it's a slaughterhouse. Oh my god. This is amazing. Ultimately, Slotherhouse, it's not what I expected, but it is actually a fun movie to watch. It's overall pretty well made. The puppet or animatronic for the sloth, it's pretty good. The effects, there's not too much in terms of effects. Like there's some blood and gore here and there, but what we do have for effects, it's not bad. It's pretty well made. Lisa M. Balavanar, again, probably butchering it. I think she is amazing. Like the whole time I watched this, like, I recognize her from somewhere. Like, she was Jinx in the final season of Titans. If you're going into this with the expectations that this is going to be a major slasher, and there's blood, guts, and gore everywhere, it's a monster movie that's a slasher, you're going to be disappointed. But if you go into it thinking, this is just going to be kind of a fun, dumb movie, you're going to enjoy it. In terms of my expectations, I'd probably give this a D. But because this movie ended up being so fun and ridiculous, I upgrade my rating for Slotherhouse to a B.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.